So I got to the scrapyard, as you can see, and after searching around for a while to find the car that fits my car, I found this guy right here, and I'm gonna pull this driver seat and I'm gonna pull that center console thing. So here's the back view, a little messy, but I'm gonna pull these two things off and that'll expose the bolts. So I pulled both of the covers off and both of the bolts are exposed. So I'll take a socket wrench and loosen those up. So I found the right size. So I'm going to fasten this on. See, got that on, and I'm gonna, oh, that's tight. Loosen her up. Got her loose enough. Just gonna keep cranking it until it comes out. I'm able to loosen it with my hands now. And there we go. Same thing for the other side. Get her nice and loose. There we go. Crank it a lot easier, so I'm able to hand crank it right away. Now the back bolts are pulled, so I have to go to the front right here. And you can kind of see them. The battery doesn't work, so getting these out is going to be a pain. Loose, and now I can hand twist it. Bear with me. I was able to get this out after a lot of trial and error. Got the side out. Now I'm going to have to try and get this one out somehow again. That other bolt was even more of a pain, but as you can see, we got it out. Now the next part of this is to remove the seat. All the bolts have been unfastened. Has been removed from its original position. Now all I have to do is disconnect these cables right here and it'll come right free. Finally got the cables disconnected. As you can see, now it's time to pull this. Got it pulled out of the car. Now I need to remove this piece of plastic and undo the bolt connecting to the seatbelt. I was able to remove this bolt and disconnect the seatbelt. Now it's time to pull the seat completely. Currently walking the seat back. I gotta bring it out here, put it in the back of the van, and go back to the other one. Now we're pulling this out. I'm gonna unscrew it. All right, so I had to cut the video short last night. Took a little longer than expected, and they were closing, so I had to rush to get out of here on time. So I'm back as soon as they opened the following morning, and we're gonna pull this next seat. So I've been walking around trying to find this car. I finally found it, but it snowed last night and everything's a lot harder to find, but we found it. Same thing as last time. We're gonna remove these little plastic covers and it'll expose the bolts. Got the bolts exposed. This car is filthy. Got the bolts exposed. This car is filthy. Got both sets of bolts removed. Now it's time for the prep. We're going to remove these bolts. It's pretty difficult because I can't get the door open because of how close this car is. So we're gonna have to make this work. Had to improvise a little bit. Can't really get in there from this angle or any angle. So hopefully this works. Luckily that worked. We got the last bolt out. Now it's time to pull the wires. Time to pull the wires. As you can see, this car is disgusting. We got wires right here. We're gonna start pulling them. Got the wires pulled. Now, to get this out, I think we're gonna have to cut the seatbelt because there's not enough room to take it out. I had to cut the seatbelt. Thought it was the best way to do it. It came undone real easily. Now it's time to try and squeeze this whole entire chair through this small door. All right, so we got the chairs to my house. First order of business is to remove the current chairs in my car. So we're gonna take this one out. You can see why it's in rough condition. And same with this one out. Yeah, so first order of business is to take these out of the car. So we can actually adjust the seats. So we're gonna rip this foot padding out. And we're gonna pull these two things off like you saw in the last video. All right. So like this, jam it under there. And just wiggle it on down. Just like that. This one looks all right. This, I got both of these bolts. We're gonna pull that with socket wrench again. So we're gonna get this one loose. Already loose. We can do it with a hand. screws. There we go. Same thing for this side. Get it on there. Get some loose on there. Oops. Should be able to get it by hand now. Last few by hand. So we got these bolts pulled. Now we're going to move the seat back and get the front bolts. Got the seat moved back. Now these two bolts are not even gonna mess around. Just gonna put this attachment on right away. Same process for the other side. Find a good angle. And crank, get it loose. Now once it's loose, it's real easy to just do with your hand. Last few. There. Got both of the front pulled. Now it's time to pull this backwards and get to the cords. I didn't show this last time, but all you have to do is literally just push it back and it exposes all the cords. The same thing as last time. Just gonna, all these cords touching to this. So right through here, pull those out and be ready to pull the whole entire seat. I'm not able to record and do this at the same time, but we got these pulled from here, and there's actually a clip too right there that goes into one hole. You have to pull, but now it's time to pull the seat out. Got the seat pulled. Now it's time to remove this plastic and get the bolt. Got the plastic removed. Now it's time to get out this bolt. Got the bolt removed and the seatbelt detached. Now it's time to throw this to the side and get the new seat installed. I got to record, but I got this in. We got the new seatbelt, or the seatbelt fastened in the new spot. And now it's time to connect these cords. Got the cords attached to the new seat. Time to bring her down into place. And we'll start putting the bolts back on. So put in place, just pull it forward. Lean it back. Right where the holes are, lined up. Pull this back. It works, good sign. And put the bolts back in. Got these both fastened on properly. Now it's time to move this thing forward and get the back ones. Same thing as last time. Get those set on there. Then we'll tighten those. Final tightens. And we're good with the bolts. Now time to put the plastic covers back on. Now we're good. The seat is fully in place and it is ready for use. Now I'm not going to show myself removing this part because you get the idea. It's the same as the driver's seat. But I will show an end view. You see this, the seat's rough. That's why I got the new seats in the first place. But we are going to be removing this next, and I will give you a detailed description on how to do that. All right, to remove this, just pop it open. You see, you got that in the way. Got these screws here on both sides. And open this up. You see, we have screw here, and a screw here. Now, to remove this, we need to undo all these screws. First order of business is remove the screws. Got all screws removed. Now it's time to just oil this thing off. Like such. Out with the old, in with the new. This one is much nicer and in much better condition. This is what it looks like with no cover. I'll put it down and this one on top. Just kind of it matches up. Bear with me. Got it to match up. Now we're going to flip this and we're going to put the screws right back where we took them out. One right here. Get it a little tight. One right here. Get one in this middle one. Side. Weird angle. Got all screws in their spots. Now it's time to fasten them. Got these all fastened into place. Ready to go. Single works like a charm. That nice and fresh. And yeah, that's how to replace the center console. Thank you for watching on how to pull seats from a scrapyard and put them into your own car. It's been something I've wanted to do for a while, and I'm glad I was able to do it for this project. Thank you for watching.